All right, meanwhile, attention small business owners, there is a way for you to succeed even in this down economy. One thing to do, learn to market yourself online.
Yeah, there's no one better to talk to us about this than our good friend of the show, Gary Vaynerchuk. He has a new book out. You got to go and grab it. It's called The Thank You Economy. And here's Gary. Here's a guy who started with a bottle of wine, turned Wine Library, the store, into a $60 million business there in New Jersey, mostly doing it online. What can small business owners across America take away from your new book? How do they turn this success online into something big?
I think first and foremost, they have to realize it's 2011. You know, people are marketing like it's 2003. And, you know, understanding that Facebook and Twitter and things like Quora and Instagram and Yobongo, these things are real. This is not just a fad. You know, you can't draw a line in the sand. You know how many people are watching right now, 5 years ago, said, I'm never getting a Facebook account, and right now have one? And that's what they have to realize. The world's changing. It's just the way it is, and you have to start adjusting to the reality of the marketplace.
Well, I watched your clips on the wine, and we're all like, gosh, why didn't we think of that? We all out there, everyone watching has ideas. How do we translate that into media sites and make money?
Well, you really just set me up. I've been like talking the last couple weeks, and I've got a new line, which is ideas are junk, right? Everybody's got ideas.
Yeah.
If one of your friends says, oh, that business stole my idea, I want you to punch them in the face.
Everyone says that,
Everybody
Gary.
says that.
I say that all the time.
Everybody says that. Ideas are junk. Execution is the game.
How do you take those ideas to the next level, though? That's what I'm asking.
You know, I think you have to look at the reality. You know, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, right? You know, things like StumbleUpon. How many of you have used StumbleUpon?
Sure, don't know what
news
that
stories,
is.
yeah.
Right. You use it as a user. People are out there using it, but you have to use it for business. I think you've got to really look at the technologies that are relevant.
All right, let's take a look at some of the tips that you have in the book here, and we'll throw some of these up on the screen. You can dive into them at your leisure.
Yeah.
A return to small-town culture. I love that. What does that mean for the internet age, though?
Yesterday, WineLibrary.com, every order we got, I had 4 employees calling and thanking people for placing an order.
Yeah.
You know what that
Brilliant.
is? That's grandpa's rules,
Yeah.
right? Old school. So just because it's the web doesn't mean we don't have to dehumanize. We actually have to humanize.
And people forget. Remember, our grandparents always said the customer is always right?
Absolutely.
Nowadays, waiters are getting in like arguments with customers.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous.
But what's the opportunity in this down economy? There has to be some opportunity that is presenting itself. What is that?
Groupon got offered $6 billion to sell. They created it during the down economy. They're executing in this down economy. And oh, by the way, I don't know if people are paying attention. People that know what they're doing right now are not in a down economy.
What about the local pages on Facebook? Let's talk a little bit about Facebook and some local business advertising on Facebook. Take a look at this. 2007, more than 100,000. Now over 1.5 million.
What can that do for you?
You know, you have to think about this. Think about right now, as you're watching this, how many of you have your grandparents or parents on Facebook? What it can do for you is they have 700 million active users. You can jump in there and take this tidbit, search.twitter.com, maybe one of the most important websites on the internet. You can search any word of your business, and you can see everybody talking about it, and you can engage in that conversation.
Oh,
So if you run a small tire shop in some small town, you can find out who might need tires right in your hometown. Jump on Twitter and engage those people.
Absolutely. Or somebody saying, watching the big game, wish we ordered pizza, and you're a pizza shop, and say, hey, we could be there. But the thing is, Clayton, you can't go jumping in there and try to sell them, right? You've got to go for the soft sell. Too many people are trying to close on the first move.
Man, I feel like I've been living in the dark ages. All right, check out this book, small business owners. It's The Thank You Economy, and it will help you run that small business. Thank you, Gary.
Gary, check him out on
Thanks,
Twitter.
Gary.
Gary V on Twitter. Thanks, Gary.